Welcome to Asheville, North Carolina. I am Rebecca LaFouneur, your host for American Dream TV. I'm standing in central downtown Asheville, not far from the Biltmore Estate and Grove Park Inn. Asheville is well known for its cuisine, with southern roots and a gourmet twist. We have many farm-to-table restaurants, as well as several James Beard Award winners. But Asheville would not be Asheville without its diverse global cuisine. From Ethiopian, Mediterranean, Middle Eastern, Caribbean, Indian, Thai, Japanese, and more. But that brings us to where we are, standing on a beautiful rooftop terrace restaurant of Hemingway's Cuba. Let's go meet the owner, Alex Fraga, the entrepreneur who made this happen. Hi, Alex. Thank you for meeting me today.
My pleasure.
On this beautiful rooftop, downtown Asheville. I have a few questions for you. What first brought your family, and when did they first come to Asheville?
Well, it's easy because it's right behind me. See those mountains? So my dad is a Cuban from Havana, Cuba, who used to actually go to camp in the mountains. And so from when he was 10 years old to about 11 years old, he would spend the summers here. And so being a Cuban from Havana, that's where he first fell in love with the mountains.
Alex, tell me about why this restaurant is named Hemingway's, and give me some little history of this beautiful mural on the wall behind us.
Hemingway spent the last decade of his life, I understand, between Havana, Cuba, the Bahamas, and the Keys. And so in this restaurant where my father used to go with his father, my grandfather, when they lived in Cuba, is a big statue of Hemingway, where it is basically a landmark today. And that's where the name really came. This restaurant's called the Floridita, but Hemingway used to, he would go there daily, on a daily basis. So it was something that it naturally came about when we were trying to name the restaurant. We already decided it was gonna be a Cuban restaurant. Now, what's the name? So Hemingway, the famous author, is what we came up with. So an American famous author that spent his time in Cuba, that obviously was influential in Cuba, and everywhere he touched, there was a dream, and here it is. And you'll see the views, and you'll see the restaurant. It's a very
amazing food. What is your favorite dish here?
I think my favorite dish is actually what's called the ropa vieja, and the ropa vieja translate, believe it or not, as old clothes. So it is shredded beef, and then when they shred it, I guess the name came up once upon a time, and it looked like old clothes, but it's the most delicious, I promise you, dish that we have. In addition to that, we have the traditional vaca frita, a pollo asado. We have all these traditional Cuban dishes, but what I like to tell the chef is to open up his wings. So I use an analogy: if you're on a train headed home, sometimes you get off on a stop, and maybe you take something home with you. So we have a couple of different things that are off the, I guess, beaten path of just Cuban, because I wanted, to basically be able to accommodate everybody in Asheville and anybody visiting.
Hi, Judy. Thank you so much for meeting me today in your beautiful condo in the Battery Park, right across from Hemingway's Cuba, where we just were. So we are now from Miami to New York. So why did you pick Asheville? And what is the favorite part of this condo?
I picked Asheville because I have 3 grandchildren that live in the Carolinas, and Asheville's a little more my speed. My favorite part about the condo is looking out the windows and walking out the door to about 35 restaurants.
Yes, most definitely. Well, this is a beautiful place.
Thank you.
Thank you for showing us.
Thank you.
I'm Rebecca LaFouneur with Carolina Life Properties. Thank you for joining me on this segment of American Dream TV. Cheers.